Infernal Cape, the Coliseum, Quest Cape, maxing. All mighty achievement, but never really seemed to interest me. Every 99 I've ever gotten has only left me with a fleeting sense of accomplishment. Every quest, level, piece of gear, all mere stepping stone. But for what? What is the point of any of this? Money. So here's the game. I'm going for max PLAT tokens, and I'm going to do this by making 10,000 accounts and then operating them by hand to trade and try to get maximum platinum token. That is 2.147 trillion GP. To put this further into a perspective, that is enough to buy 160,259 bonds and have membership paid for 8,012 years. Or a darker path. A player could sell this on the black market right now for roughly $392,000. But that's not what I'm going to do. If I hit this target, I'm going to stare that temptation in the face and throw the ring into Mordor by giving all of that money back to the community in some sort of drop party or a giveaway. No botting, no breaking TOS, all legit. So let's get after it. This is the road to max PLAT. What is up, old school RuneScape friends? Back with another episode of Road to Max PLAT. Thank you everybody for the all the support I've been getting. The channel's really blowing out, getting a lot of attention. People seem to really resonate with this series. Hopefully I am doing a decent job. If not, leave me some feedback down below what I can do better. I love that stuff. Like, try to be nice a little bit. Do whatever you want. I don't care. Anyway, before that, before we hop into the episode, I just want to thank my members. Pathos4, Lucian Stolas, EK, Nexine, and Yu-Gi-Oh! And Chill. Thank you guys very much. It means the world to me that you are supporters. If you are interested in becoming a member, please hit that join button down below. It's only $5 a month. But if you cannot afford it, I understand it's okay. But please subscribe. That is free. Help me reach my dreams of being a monetized flipper RuneScape guy. Please. I'm trying to help. Anyway, trying to help the flipping community out, teach all that other stuff. So whatever. Yes, all that aside, let us hop into the graphic here, the awesome graphic I made, the graphic edit, to talk about the accounts we got going, and then hop into the episode. So thank you very much. Let's get after it. So here is the OSRS GP tracker downtime pause simulation that I built in Python to represent how much money we're making cumulatively. This is just an estimation, just want a disclaimer there, based on 19K an account profit per day that they're active. So there's two functions here. We have an add new traders, I'll just go down from the top. There's add new traders, reset how many pause traders, whatever. Adds traders to the total pool, which increases the count. And then resetting pause traders is into my mechanic for the calculator. So essentially, it has a traders here, total number, and then in the parentheses, it is active and paused. If it's active, it adds 19,000 to the equation. If paused, it stops. So the total GP per day at $4.99. If I profit 19K a day, I think I get a little bit more than that every single day because I have been making a lot of money. But I digress. It is at 9.67 mil per day, with an average of 111 GP per second, almost 112 GP per second. So the real-time cumulative since I built this is 474 million. I don't remember when I built this, but I just started the timer there. And then I added in a total net worth because I had counted up on top of that, whatever. So it is just counting up, and we are at 1.77 bill. When I did my net worth check in a prior video, I don't remember, a couple weeks ago, a month ago, I don't remember. I will be doing one this weekend, I believe. We were listed at 2.2 bill. But that would technically be my GP stack on maturity of all the trades. So this weekend, we will find out if I have stagnated, because I have been kind of lazy with my trades. I've been missing a lot because I've been making a lot of changes on my end. I stopped drinking coffee, for instance. So that made it really hard for me to get up in the mornings. That being said, let's hop into the trading. All right. So before we hop into the actual trading today, I kind of wanted to I made this this flow chart to kind of describe the strategy that we're doing, just for the new people that come into this series that I have, that just kind of get lost when I'm just talking and yapping a lot. So this is my trade strategy, what I made a majority of my money with. In my RuneScape career, it's a very lucrative model. So I just kind of want to break it down for everybody so you kind of know what I'm doing, so you can understand what I'm talking about. So it is free to play, high volume, low margin trading. And essentially it's, the title is self-explanatory, but here's the flow chart to start. You start off, starting. First step is you want to look at the charts, like the granted GE tracker, old school RuneScape wiki, live tracker, tools like that. So you want to look at the charts that just give you information on items with the highest volume. You want to start with the highest volume items under 100 GP and then work your way out. So what that means, for instance, is once you see me trades, you'll see me trading stuff like alkables, random picks, etc. But you want to start with the highest volume that you can find and then pick items 100 GP because those have the lowest barriers of entry in terms of starting capital. Right. So then the next step is, for me, for instance, but this could be any sample pool. You want to choose a sample pool of 8 to 24 picks. That's just because that's how many slots I have available to me on my accounts, because I have 3 members accounts that I play on. So 8 to 24. So I picked 24, but this can be any number. You can be a free-to-play player. It can be 3, whatever sample pool you want to do. I just like doing 8 to 24, just to kind of show you the variability. Sometimes I flip more, sometimes I flip less. So the next step would be experiment and test flip as many times as possible to prove viability. So that's what you're going to be seeing. That's why my content seems a little bit repetitive, a lot repetitive, because you need to test items over and 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 over again until it hurts, so that we know that my camera like that, so I'm just going to turn it off, so that we know if a item is viable or not. So is the flipping proven to be viable? So then if yes, move on, but we'll go to no. If no, go back to step 1. Look at your charts, work your way down the chart again, get to that experimental stage. Is it proven to be viable? Yes. Determine how many accounts to scale up with, then move on to your last step to deploy and rotate into overall account stock. The end. So that is the official, the overview, the high-level overview, without really getting too complicated, of the flipping strategy that you will be seeing in this series and moving forward. Hopefully this kind of explains things. Thank you for the feedback from that commenter, who I can't think of off the top of my head. This is a good idea to explain these things up front. So thank you very much. Let's hop into the next clip. Alrighty, so we're on the first account here, and so far, so again, using my flow chart, we're looking at my picks. These are experiments. From the day before, we put in body runes. We got them at 6 in one day, and they sold at 7. So that is a power play right here. So we're going to go for it right again. We're just going to try again. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. We have to do it over and over and over again. Make sure that it's a viable trade, because there's so often that you see a good margin, looks good on the charts. This is my mistake. I'm trying to pass this along to you guys. I made this mistake so many times. You see the margin, and you're like, money, time to get it, bro. But then you get the item, and then you can't get rid of it because you didn't look at the volume, you didn't look at the margin. Did it crash to move around? Is there more buys to sell? The buy to sell ratio is really off, so now it's easy to buy. So now you're stuck on the item. Now you have to liquidate, take a loss, or hopefully at the very least, or at most, hopefully for you guys, you only lose a little bit of time, not a huge financial crash or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let's move on. So we have a bunch of low price, high volume items like vial water, jug of wine, fishing bait, jugs. Body runes kind of on the lowest end here, but all these items are multi-million daily volume trades, and now we're just going to check their daily rate. So we're just collecting so we can see the daily rate, so we can see if it's in our threshold. So my threshold is I want to make 19K per trader. So then divided by 3, that's like just over 6,000. So we had 13K. So we're looking for 6,000 a slot, okay? So this was 13K for there. We got that item at 13K. Jugs of wine, we got another 12K. Fishing bait, we were able to pick up 39,000. We were able to sell the vials in one day, so that is a pretty good trade. Let's just put the vials back in. Oh, 4,000 vials. That one's the weakest of them, but they did sell really quickly, so that's a good indicator. Because one day we did a few thousand, and then the second day we did about 12,000, and now we did about 4,000. So again, another piece of advice I want to give to people, since I'm front loading all the advice, since my retention falls off. I want to say, if you do decide to do this type of trading, experiment, daily check on experimentation, but when you get down to the flow chart, you find some viable picks, do not check them unless it is a week has gone by. I stress that very, very much, because you will get a dopamine high from seeing money, and that dopamine will come crashing down because your brain is wired to be hurt more by loss than it is by gain. So, check weekly. Do the math. Over 7 days, you will get an average that is a little bit easier to bear, a little bit easier to handle if it doesn't come up right. Because I know the average. If you do this, if you do my flow chart and you do this technique you will find good picks for you. And the reason why I give you a flowchart, not necessarily picks, is because the market varies every single day for every just different player. Because this is, yeah, I know I'm front loading a lot of like yap here, a lot of yap, but I feel like this is all important. Each slot is different. Each account is different. Time of day is different. Events happen. There may be leagues. There may be deadman mode. There may be some sort of streamer event. Random stuff. Somebody might just log on one day. A bot farm might dump everything. Or the bots might get banned. There's multiple different things that happen that require you to do the flow chart over and over and over again to reassess and replay these trades on a small scale so that you can make the best picks that you can with your experiments. I can't do that for you. You need to experience it yourself so that the ChatGPT in your brain, your subconscious, has that experience so that you guys can make the best informed decisions on your own. That's how you make informed decisions. So yes, use me as a guide so you can kind of see how it's done, so you can kind of follow along. But don't just straight up pick what I pick. You can do that and you'll probably pick okay, but if you just follow the flow chart, you follow the advice I've been trying to give over these 50 plus episodes, all the gap, and I know it's a lot to take in, and I'm pretty, I don't think I have ADHD, but I know I get off on a lot of tangents and stuff like that, but the ADHD shit, you know what I'm saying, it's kind of hard to follow. I'm working on it. Keep giving me feedback. I'll keep applying it, and we'll all grow together, you know what I'm saying? We'll all win, okay? So there we go. Now let's just move on. Hopefully that was all good for you guys. I really care about you guys. Like, I want you all to make money. If you're watching me and you don't know how to make money, I've been where you at. I had to reinvent the wheel myself. And hopefully, you know, if I can make one step for you guys a little bit easier, that's why I'm here, okay? So let's hop into it. Okay. Hopefully that all makes sense. You got any questions? Either leave me a comment below, hop down to our Discord. We're building a team. We're getting to that level now where we have to have moderation and get that stuff. You know, there's like 150 people, 100, I don't remember, 130 to 150 people in there. We got to start regulating. We got to start doing, you know, we're growing. We're about to, you know, things are coming. So we have a team in there. There's like kind of a loose team put together. Answer questions, very active members. You got any question, we're there night and day, okay? Usually get back with you. I'll usually get back to you within the hour, few hours, whatever, unless I'm sleeping. Somebody's always on. Somebody will get back to you, okay? So if you need help, you need any help at all, hop down in that Discord, ask whatever you need, okay? If you need picks, you need whatever. Set up settings, all that stuff. Stuff that I can't cover in here, okay? So now, moving on. Let me just start over because I got lost. Okay, so we are buying body rods again. Vial water, we got whatever amount. Jugs of wine, we got whatever amount. Fishing bait, we got whatever amount. Vials, we decided to put them back in to see if they sell quickly. I'm pretty sure we'll be able to sell 4,000, so that's kind of a wasted slot. So I will just slide that back, and we will just check out jugs of wine at 4. Okay. Vials of water, selling 25K in one day. Pretty dang good. That's a good sign, okay? So we will just slide back in the 13K and see if we're able to dump them off again. So again, these are looking like pretty strong plays. And then we were able to sell the jugs, which was kind of the one which I was thinking was going to be a difficult one to move. So these items also too, let me tell you about the psychology of these items, the mechanics. Why do these items move, okay? Vials of water are constantly moving in and out because the people who are looking for vials of water are collectors, herbivore trainers. So people who have the money to train herbivore do not care about spending 3 GP or 4 GP on it. They just want to, you know, if they're done training, they just want to get rid of the vials of water they bought in excess. And if they want to train, they just want to buy vials of water. That's why this item probably works, okay? That is the entire mechanic. You just got to think about, why does the item exist? Vials, same difference, okay? And collectors, okay? So fishing bait, kind of obvious too, just fishing. Jugs of wine and jugs now is making a lot of sense to me. Jug makes a lot of sense because cooking too. People want that 99 cooking cape. They don't really care if it costs a lot because it's kind of cheap. And people going for 99s aren't necessarily super caring if they get. Oh my gosh. So I sold them for 4. And I got them for 3. Interessante, bro. I don't think they go for 4. I think they go for 3, and they've been just fighting up and down. So this is kind of a dangerous one. I may have just gotten really lucky. So again, that's why we need to do this again. So, you know, we insta-bought, so it's at a 2-3 margin right now. But that's why it's scary. I'm gonna go for it again. We take an L, but this is why we do the flowchart, okay? All right. That's for this account. Let's hop to the next one. Oh no, delay. There goes all the drop off. Man, that one video I got 1,200 views on, that big one. Man, my retention on that one is the highest it's ever been. So whatever I did in that episode, I'm trying to repeat and just like really grow from there. But anyway, bronze scimitars, 209. Steel plate bodies, we sold 225 at 945 again. Very, oof. We got nice 500 units there. If we get 500 units a day, we're able to insta sell them the next day, so that we just take whatever profit we make, cut it in half. So the reason why, let me explain why we're doing this stuff on this account actually. So this is my second account. This is random picks and a little bit of high volume picks, a couple of high volumes. But scimitars, the logic behind this item is that it is a low volume, so we have a high margin, and it's a low barrier of entry item. So if we get one item, let's say for bronze scimitars, I get them for 60. I think I might be able to sell them for 100 plus, so we almost get a 100% ROI, if not more than 100% ROI. So that's kind of that, because people are buying bronze scimitars probably for collections, but just for like niche uses or whatever. Noobs buying them to train, not knowing you can use iron or something. I don't know. Whatever in bronze. But I was doing steel before. We did iron. We did both of those and deployed them to accounts. I will be getting to those today. We're just gonna look at that a little bit later. But the idea here is that I am experimenting out. That's part of the flow chart. You start with the high volume stuff to get your ball rolling, and then you move on. So now the steel plate body is an alchable. I was told to buy alchables, which makes sense because they will have a bottom floor price, just like Pure Essence's price is 1, so it can't go lower. If you are not going to get alchables for very much lower than the elk price, because the elk price fixes their price, so it makes it a relative 1, right? And it gives it a floor price. So if you get an idea of what you're going to get when you buy it. So it's stable. The stability for this item is why we're exploring it. It's just a little bit bigger barrier to entry because, for instance, buying 500 of them is 437,000, but for 500 units, we're only getting roughly, what is the margin again? 936 take away 830, or 936. Sorry, 936 take away 875. Is that what I got them for? Yeah. So 61 times 500. 30K profit is decent, but the investment is 400,000. So if we take that divided by 436,000, I think it was, it's only a 7% ROI with a large investment. When you can invest in something like a fire rune for 4 GP, sell it for 5, and it is a 25% ROI for a 4 GP entrance. So that is what the high volume, low margin GP trading is lucrative, because it's a low barrier of entry, because you only need a small amount of capital to really get into it and have large returns on investment, because there's so much of it rinsing around. But eventually that will tap out. As I teach people, more people become aware of my content, more people flip. You know, the market's going to change every single day, every single second, every single tick. The market is changing. So I can't predict everything, okay? Don't look at me like a guru. I only know what I know. And any man who knows a thing knows he knows not a damn thing at all. But yeah, so that is the idea here. Iron plate bodies. The idea here is this is usually what people are buying to train. You know, or whatever. I don't know why. Maybe they're training smithing. They just want to get rid of it. I've been able to get them for 100. We were able to sell them for 169 or 170. So we're able to get a 69 GP margin. So these are just things, because we need to, once those high volumes get tapped, we need to move out and try to tap every single item on the market. That's what we're doing here. We're figuring out how to trade every single item in the game, one trade at a time. So, iron plate bodies, we got 250. Steel plate bodies, we got 500. I'm gonna go a little bit more greedy here. Instead of going for 945, I'm gonna go for 950. See if I can get a little bit more. We're just gonna keep squeezing and see what we can get out of it. Bronze scimitars checked. Mithril scimitars, we got 125. That's awesome, because this is greedy. 350 on a mithril scimitar is really greedy. If you check the charts, it is really greedy. This should be about 450 to still make a decent margin. Iron arrow sold just fine. If this doesn't move in one more trade, I'm going to go for it at... I'm going to scale this out to probably like at least 20 accounts. Maybe I could have included that into the chart as well. Is that even when you're doing the flow chart, even to having a different sub test of, like a subsection test of scale. Like you try it on one, you rinse, repeat, find an item you like, then you just increase the experimentation to 5 accounts. See if it's still within the margin that you want, and just keep growing like that. Because what you'll see from my scimitar trading later in the game here, it'll be a little bit pretty rough. Anyway, so 531 for mithril arrows, which is still in a bad position. We finished selling our bronze maces, really awesome. We were able to make quite a bit on them. I'm just going to see if I can grab them all for 45 again. Cool. I think I just made a video in a video, man. Like, this is gonna make this one a little bit more lengthy, I feel. Anyway, so those are done. Awesome. Very happy with those today. Going on the last one here. Before we hop into all the other ones. Staff of Fire. Selling. Well, short bows did not move. We have not got any maple short bows. We got 100k, another 100k fucking mine runes. I'm sure those will sell. This is the money item right now. We bought Staff of Waters, are now completed. The last sale we made on Staff of Water was this one. So we need to sell them for 1749. Let's go for 1800. Get a little bit more value out of them. Nothing from Staff of Air. Staffs are selling a little bit quicker now. Got 25k in sales. Staff of Earth, we bought 136 more. That's good. I like it. Got a little bit of volume. Nice and quick. Easy to explain here. Maple short bows, very high in volume because they're PK'd with. There's probably a multitude of other reasons why people are using them. Training with them, PKing with them, just whatever, you know. Same with willows, whatever. Training, whatever. This is a lot higher. I think because of the PK market, and it is the best free-to-play bow in the game. So there's going to be a lot more of these circulating in the market. So it's just a good item to go for. That's it for these accounts. I'll see you guys in the next clip to look at iron scimitars and pure essence. Okie dokie, the iron scimitar players are at 22 hours ago. So I got a correction. Yesterday, I was kind of hyped that I said I made like 68 mil in one day or something like that. But the sales I got off of that were based off 2 days from the pure essence and stuff like that. So just hopefully, you know, I didn't realize it until I would watch the video back. But today is 1 day. So 995, nothing in 22 hours. Okay, so this is pretty clearly too low of a oh no. I also don't have my menu entry swapper down, so I'll have to do this later. Damn. I gotta remember to put that back on. I was shooting another video for free-to-play feathers, and I forgot to... I had menu entry swapper off so that I could show it as like from a new player's perspective. Because then I was going to do a part 2 where I would show the settings I would use to increase your profit. But okay, so the scimitars are dead, and they're probably going to be going into mine runes. I should go for mine runes as soon as I can. So okay, so 22 hours. We have 2 cells. We only got 80 pure essence in 22 hours. So that's what I was saying. Like, some days you're going to have accounts that get 50k in one day, but you're going to get days where you only get 80 coins. So sell off 2 accounts, 140. So we sold 70k units in 1 day. Oh, the second account here. So we have 3 buy slot here. So we're going to 1032 to 1075. So that's a 43k. Pretty good. Put that back in at 2. Close it out. Oopsies. Oh boy, I'm tired. Anyway. Iron scimitars are dead at 100. If I didn't get a single sale in a day at 22, that's a dead item. And that's okay. Live and learn, right? I picked the wrong price, but I probably should have only scaled it up to 5 accounts, 10 accounts, something like that. It was experimental, and I wanted the content too bad, and I kind of bit the bullet for it. So we got 3 buy here. We're going to 974 to 1094. So 120,000. So that's what I'm saying. Like, we had 80 on one, 43 on the next, 120 on the next one. Every account's going to be different. Every time of the day is going to be different. Like how it's queued up, all that other stuff. There's a lot of variables that go into trading. A lot of them we don't know. Jagex only knows the algorithm that they use to run the GE. I just can kind of only tell you about like what I kind of see from doing it for so long. So, ooh, we have an Iron Scimitar. 1. This one bought 200. So that's what I'm saying. 5 accounts, probably decent. 20 accounts, not very good. So, sell, buy. So 2 sell, 1 or 2 buy, 1 sell. 257K. Pure Essence going to 264. So 2 buys again. 7K, and we sold 30K units. Just a slow day in the Pure Essence world. 3 sells, we got 130K, so 75K sold. Last 4, I believe. Okay. No scimitars. Wah, wah, wah. 1 buy, finished buying was 39,000. 2 sales, 21K and 22K. So pretty good. I like it. Gonna go back in, try to get another 229K, and then call that a day on those accounts. I gotta close these out separately here. So what you do if you have persistent profiles is that you want to put your settings where you want them on your last account and then close it out, and then you'll be able to save all the settings. So I'll see you at the next set of accounts. I think we're doing something, I don't remember. All right, so I'm pretty sure these are fucking 2 days ago as well, because 3 days ago? I don't remember. Whatever. Just keep it in mind. I don't want to do the, I don't know, 2 or 3 days. So just keep that in mind. We bought out. So we got 100K here. So we're just going to dump it back in at 4. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to need more than 1 slot to sell them back. We bought out here. Same thing. I think it's going to be this all the way down, buddy. All the way down, baby. That's going to be 333K profit. Oh, yeah, man. I'm going to take all those Iron Scimitars as soon as I can, and they're all going to mines. So I'm pretty sure it's going to be the same all the way down. I don't think we should just look at it. But I'll just clip this, and then I'll just be like, boom, baby, boom, baby, boom, baby, boom, baby, boom, baby, every single time we hit it. So it should be like 4 more times. Yeah, boom, baby. Oof. Not boom, baby. Oh, wait, no, that one's selling. Okay, so yeah, boom, baby. Boom, baby. That's boom, baby. Boom, baby. And that's it for these. I'll see you in the next set. All right, so it's been 3 days, I think, for these Steel Scimitar guys. I'm pretty sure that it's going to be the same result as the Iron Scimitars. Not a lot of sales. And these are probably going to be all going to mine runes. So let's see here. 78 to 505. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. 430 takeaway, or divided by 3. 143 units a day. Let's take 15K divided by 143. What does that have to be? 104. Oh. Oh. Second account, 69 to 553. Third account, 162 to 745. Third account, 37 to 640. We may have a winner. Okay, this is getting sniped easily. Yeah. Oh man, whatever. But that is part of the reason why I chose these low buy limits items as well. So that it would be harder to snipe me. That was part of my my strategy here. But you know, I'm training an entire army. Everybody comes into the Discord, I tell them to go make 20 accounts. I know there's like 5 people who have 100 accounts just in my Discord. So I don't know, man. Oh, this one's dead. So 4 to 837, 67 to 386. Man, I'm gonna let these run. 423. This account didn't get a single one. Okay, so there we go. Found our limit. Everyone that doesn't get one, I'm just going to cut it, and we're going mines. So you're going to have to watch me do this quick while I do this. It's going to make the video a little bit longer, a little bit more dead, but... So what you do here, this is in the Discord too, flipping utilities. It's a plugin for RuneLite that you can use it to use and put some formulas in, so you can hotkey, just split it up into third, half, then full cash stack, so that you can put these offers in equally. That's how I do that. Anyway. The Steel Scimitar, oh, that's pretty cool. Anyway. I was collecting scimitars. It's like... I wanted green stacks of every scimitar. That was one of my goals. And I might go back for that again. I just wanted the green stack of bronze. And then I'm like, man, I want a green stack of everything. So, 114, 933, 20, 735. That is the bank. 127 to 1241, baby. 5 to 236, whatever. Man, the steals actually, they're hitters, bro. And that's why you don't look. You don't look. Because you see those days like that Iron Scimitar day? I might as well just leave those, because that was only 22. No, it's been low the entire time. I should just probably either move the price up or get off of them. Probably get off them because Mine Rune is the better scale. Steel Scimitars are just, this is kind of an anomaly in my mind. I did not expect these to be doing this well. Because if we go from 14 to 621, like I said, 621, take away 14, divided by 3, it's 202 a day. So then what do I need to sell them for to make 15K a day? Divided by 202. So we're taking 15,000 divided by 202 because that's how much they all have to sell for to equal 15,000, okay? 74. Oh, so I need to sell them for 150, which they will definitely sell for 150. Right. So, easy. I did not even open these. I was just going to clear it out without collecting. Sorry about that. 5 to 433, 34 to 227, kind of a dead one. I think this one should only probably be like realistically 10 accounts though. 10 accounts. I think 20 is pushing it. So 172 to 797. Because especially as a, whatever. We'll just leave them. Like I said. I'm just thinking out loud. I don't want to get too wishy-washy. Just leave them alone. Let them run. You know, it'll be pretty apparent. Even if I stop at 20, it's not going to matter in the grand scheme of things. If I make 10,000 accounts, 20 accounts buying Steel Scimitars, only making 9K a day instead of 15 a day isn't going to really make a dent. So yeah, 72, 593, 2, 729, 4, 388, 5 to 410. So yeah, pretty good volume. All right, we'll see you at this one. I'm actually super excited for. I'm really glad we're gonna do this. So 3 days worth of blue Wizards hats. So I'll see you over there. Alrighty, last set of accounts. This is blue Wizard hat over 3 days, and I think I opened one of the accounts twice, so I may have a little fumble here in the whatever. Sorry. Hope you guys can forgive me. Anyway, so we got one hat the first day. Oh yeah, this is the one I was like super upset about that was gonna be like a bad day. So anyway, 140. Okay. 124 to 164. 31 to 97. Yikes. 22. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave this one. These ones probably gotta get changed too. I was really hopeful about blue Wizards hats, but the daily volume was only 1,000. So honestly, you know, writing was on the wall. The writing was on the wall. Plus, this is like a low margin, like whatever. So 125 to 279. We have 162 here, so that would be like 3 days. So 162 divided by 3 is 54. We take 15,000, sorry, divided by 54. So we would need to make 277 on them, but that is technically close to possible. I did get 450 for them each, but it's still shy. And we need good volume on all of them for that to be justified. Anyway, so 139, you know, 100. Oh well. Oh well. You know, can't win them all. So how can I improve this? I can probably go higher to try to get more. Oh, no. I just think it's an item that's too low in market cap. Again, this is probably a good 5 counter. 135, 274, 13, 83. Or it's just one you just set and forget and just let it take a long time just because you want the items or whatever. I don't know. Again, all experimental, all freestyling. We're just still figuring it out. Like I said, I know my ballpark. I know the picks, and we are experimenting here for the memes, for the dream. 243, 69, 163, 265. So we are not going to stumble into max plat overnight. So, aha, I think maybe I just miscounted. Maybe this is the last 4 right here. And then we'll finish with some words. Them gonna freestyle. I don't know. I don't have any words, but maybe I'll come up with some. Let's recap the episode. I don't know, man. Okay, so we have 47 here, 75, 62, and 150. So that finishes off the night. So let's let's just talk a little bit here, maybe. Thoughts? Well, low margin probably means low accounts. Back to the drawing board with some of these picks. It's good for people with one account, I would say, because like these low volume, low buy limit items are going to be good because you'll be able to spread the items around more. It's harder for one account or batches of accounts to capture an entire market. I mean, it's almost impossible with the buy limits for one player to capture an entire market. So good items for you guys, maybe not so much for me. I mean, it doesn't hurt for me to put them in, to learn these items, just to put them in at 5 accounts in at that, and just kind of rest on that. It's been really fun so far. I think I have close to 100 accounts coming in. Like I need to, so these 60, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 80, and then I just got 40 done today. I'll be doing hopefully another 40 overnight. I don't know. I don't know how many I have left on that are almost done. You know what I mean? Really looking forward to getting all those on the line. Just really scaling up the operation, man. It's gonna be so sweet. So we will just add 20 more to the active traders actually with mine runes. I think those are safe to assume. So 21. So we'll add 21, putting us at 10 million a day with 116 GP per second. So that'll be a big 520 is a big milestone for me. Okay. And then, this weekend, Saturday, Sunday, I don't know what day, we will get a net worth check on everybody. We will re-examine that, see what the net worth gain is. I'll have to, I have it written down, so I'll be able to tell you the net worth gain. Maybe we'll do net worth. Somebody said they wanted to see a graph. I can do a graph of monthly net worth checks, and we can just put that in. That'll be cool. Right. So that being said, thank you guys very much. Please consider being a member. Please consider subscribing. I need to leave with a word of wisdom, I guess. I already did aggregation of marginal gains. Quantity over quality, man. So you've heard of the word consistency, and maybe I've said this in a million other videos, but I need to say it over and over again. There's the going saying quality over quantity, and that is false. It is quantity over quality, and the word is what I'm saying. You may be off-put because I get a lot of pushback on that, but the word that I'm saying when I say quantity over quality is another word you've probably heard before called consistency. Consistency is the #1 indicator of success in any field, whether it be lifting weights, any sort of athletics, working, whatever. Consistency, what is consistency? Just means showing up. And what does showing up mean? Quantity. Whether, you're good or not, you still show up every single day. You just keep trying, you keep trying, you keep trying, and one day, you get better. And then you keep getting better. I don't know a lot of things that you keep doing over and over again, and you get worse at it. So, there's my wisdom, I guess. Hopefully, you guys get something out of that. But I'm going to go pass out. I ate a lot of food again. Anyway, see you later.